this chat. Come on, baby. Let's go. One more time. Let's do it, baby. It's Bronze Premade action. Check my hard point to start us off. And we're going to be starting on Boyd with Toronto Falters. But we're going to be spawning on the P5 side to kick it off. As you see, Zyro now going to hop right onto the wing here. So you can look for the flank early. But the morning contest starts to come in as Azo immediately grabbing a 2-piece to start us off. Going to look for the 3. And all 4 go down for Minnesota as Toronto starts this one off hot.
Yeah, that was kind of setting up for disaster, Bobby. Minnesota, they immediately sent 3 towards plane. I mean, 1 nade essentially waking them all, and they only had 1 person just watching that rotation. Now, Toronto, they're going to start trying to make some sort of push into these P2 spawns, but still holding right now for Minnesota.
Ooh, Panda almost with the turnaround, but he's going to get brought down as Toronto Falters continue to hold on to his point. Now it's going to be Reddington on the inside, trying to hold the contest, but now 2 come in, and Zyra is going to go down. So Minnesota getting a few seconds of this as Reddington finally falls. It's going to be up to Raccoon Dog on top of that point. Going to try to make a play here. Can't quite find him. And now he's just going to kind of wait and stand by, trying to avoid the nades. And now it's just going to be a foot race here for this P2 side.
Yeah, Minnesota should just go ahead and start thinking about these P2. There's going to be 1 person that's probably going to be pushing A Street. Oh, well, never mind. He starts going underneath plane. But look at the setup right now for Toronto. There's going to be really hard to break for Minnesota.
Yeah, really hard indeed. They're going to have to go all the way around and try to get this flank in. But for right now, Toronto's still going to be holding on. Minnesota getting a couple kills, but trying to break on through the front. But so far, it's not going to happen. But now a couple kills start to really bring it in. It's going to be all left to Zyro on the inside. He's going to look around. He's going to get 1, but kills coming through in favor of Minnesota. So Minnesota ends up flipping the spawns, getting the break, and now they're going to be holding on to this point.
Yeah, a little surprising. I really like that setup for Toronto. Now there's going to be 3 for Toronto right now going A Street. They're going to be pushing to this yellow crate. That's a good start. Raccoon Dog is going to get taken down. Now more push is going to be coming into yellow. The point is suddenly cleared, but Zyro is going to be left by himself. This should be another, there should be a decent hold from Minnesota.
Should be a decent hold indeed. They're going to be eating up a lot of the time, taking the lead in the process. But now it's going to be Toronto on their heels. Going to have to look to answer back right here, right now. As Irvit's going to be able to find 1. Everyone going in for the rotation. It should be Toronto. It's going to get the first few seconds, but Minnesota definitely primed and ready to go as they're going to look to push in through this P4 side.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking at some back and forth action, I'd imagine, onto the P3 here. I mean, just like how Toronto is spawned right now, they're all spread out on side of the map. Minnesota, they're stuck onto these P2 spawns. So this could be back and forth, Bobby. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, it could definitely be. Some trades to start us off here. No one quite hopping on the point quite yet, but now they're going to hop on. A couple trades coming in. Let's see who they're going to be going in favor of as the contest comes on through. It looks like it's going to be Toronto who are going to get the better of it. They're going to hop in and get some of this hard point time. And it's going to be Reddington, no, grabbing a 2-piece. A nice one, but he is going to get picked off from behind there. I think it was Panda who actually got a team kill. They're trying to defend him, but didn't end up doing so. He ended up shooting him in the back. And now Minnesota's still eating up a good portion of the time, though. They almost have a 50-point lead here as we start thinking about P4.
Yeah, Minnesota, they just got the majority of the time. Toronto, they are going to get the breakthrough, get about 20 seconds onto this point. Really, I think the focus for Toronto right now is just making sure that they can get into A Street as efficiently as possible and holding onto the P5 spawns as well. Not really much action going on for Toronto onto P3, but they're going to be looking at P4 now.
Reddington going to get that flank kill. Going to come in from behind. He's going to pick 1 up on the plane as well. So that's 2. Make it 3. No, Minaxo is going to be able to grab that one. As he's going to be able to stop that 3-piece round. That was so close there for that kill. But then he just wasn't able to get it through. Just kind of worried up. Shoot up the bullets. Spat it right back out. Minnesota holding on to this P4 right now. Is Toronto really going to need a big break here, honestly. They don't want to let Minnesota get a much bigger lead than this.
Yeah, and I mean, look how far out they're spawning as well. They're basically spawning in the back tools area, and this is really tough. Whenever you have someone watching that yellow crate, I mean, there's not really much of a break. There's only 3 areas that need to be watched onto this point. If you hold those, wow, look where Azo just spawned, though. There could be a pinch opportunity for this. If he could get these P5 spawns, I mean, his team will be right back in it.
Right back in is I was going to just dump on the point, but Toronto are going to look to get the rest of the scrap side, but it looks like they're just kind of ignore it and just start focusing on the P5 side, and it looks like it's a good start. As 2 go down for Minnesota, I think this is split them. I think Toronto is going to hold on to the spawn. That's actually a great play call. They just ignored the scrap side and be like, hey, we need spawns more than anything else. Let's force it on through. Let's get through it. Now they have control of wood, and now they're going to get the first few seconds of P5.
And again, Bobby, this is one of these points that are very, very difficult to break if your team is set up properly. Now, Toronto, they do look like they are set up very well here. Only 1 person left. That's going to be much of a challenge. Reddington, he gets the kill into emergency. Now he's going to have control of wood. This is disaster for Toronto.
Azo going to grab the flank, though. Is he going to be able to try to get the rest of them? No, Raccoon Dog's going to be able to pick that up as Orber grabbed 3 there. But now a couple more kills coming in from the backside. Trades to keep it up as Minnesota continuing to hold on for right now. But it's all of a sudden down to Orbit. They still have the spawns, though. So Toronto still having to look for that plane control, but they definitely want to grab some of this final time.
Yeah, and look at just how many arrows are on this bottom left part of the mini-map, Bobby. I mean, back and forth action, trades going left and right. Slight advantage right now for Minnesota. The point is at least in Toronto's hands, and they are going to have playing control going into P1. So Toronto able to at least stop the bleeding for the time being.
They're going to stop it for right now, but they got to keep holding the gauze up, as it looks like it's going to be Toronto now going to be holding onto this plane for right now. 30 points separation between them and Minnesota. They could be able to get it here, but there's going to be a lot of contests. We know that about this point. Yeah, the Raccoon all the way in the back on the opposite side over towards P5 there. I'm sorry, P2. Now he's going to flank all the way around. He's going to look for one. Now the call comes in. I'm sure Toronto's very confused as 3 all of a sudden go down. Minnesota have quickly regained the point. Once again, they get control of this P1. I think Toronto's kind of scattered right now.
Yeah, they are extremely scattered. 2 players, Aso and Monado, just spawned. They just spawned all the way back towards the old point, and now all of a sudden, like Minnesota with the spawns, this is extremely dangerous. Now, Toronto, they are in possession of the point for the time being. That's a nice 2-piece from Maslow, but again, they do not have control of the spawns, and this will be this is about to spell danger for them.
Spell danger indeed. The contest still there for right now as Toronto looks to try to clear them out. We got Panda Wolf facing on top of the desk right there. As Panda Wolf does go down, Zyro comes in with a kill, but Reddington's going to grab 2, make it 3 for Reddington inside of the point. Raccoon Dog again, for some reason, kills his own teammate. Reddington once again, after Reddington goes off, puts an exclamation mark, probably when it wasn't needed there. But yeah, Reddington with a major play on the inside to clear out Toronto Falters and send them packing.
Yeah, we need to see if there's any stats on whoever leads the league in the most team kills. I think maybe Reddington and maybe even Destin, our boy, is in contention for those team kills. But now look at Toronto right now. They are in a position for the break. Minnesota, they do still have the spawns. They just need to take out Reddington, and now Toronto should have these spawns, and they can be right back into this game.
Yeah, we're going to be on the point for right now alongside Aslo here as they're just kind of staying alive here. This is going to be the point where we're going to be able to make the full-on comeback here as Minnesota finally starting to contest, but Toronto's still on them with those ARs, just piecing them up right now. They're going to look to really decrease the lead. Reddington going to try to make a play inside the container. Panda Wolf finds a pick. Now Reddington coming with a contest. He's going to find Zyro. Orbit's grabbing Aslo. It's all down to Smith toward the back, but it's going to be Minnesota who are inside of the point. Smith with that AR going to find Reddington though, so he's going to grab a little bit of that scrap time, going to try to stay alive, but it was a really good hold there out Toronto.
Yeah, and a nice little push from Reddington to recognize where those 2 players were inside of Tool, so they were at least able to get a little bit of time, make sure that Toronto is still down. But now there is a chance for Toronto to take their first lead of the game. They need to go now. Right now they do not have playing control though.
No play control at all. Panda Wolf is going to find 2 though to start us out here in Minnesota, who are going to be on this P3. Zyro going to try to make a flank here. He's kind of by himself at the moment. He's got a little bit of help from Maslow over in that kind of tube area, but now he's going to try to make the push in. And he doesn't really have much input to work with. Panda Wolf's just going to find him and clean him up. Anyway, we're going to look for the second. No, Smith and Aslo going to take care of the rest. They're going to break through the point. But Reddington coming in with a really weird flank. I don't know how. I can't even see who that was. I think it was Monado who couldn't see him coming in from behind, but Smith ultimately cleaned him up. No one really grabbing the time right now as it's all a bloodbath here in this middle point.
Yeah, it seems like neither team right now is really interested in getting onto this point. Toronto, they are going to have at least a few seconds, I believe, and they're just going to be focused on getting these A Street spawns. I mean, this is where you get your money hill. This is one of the money hills where there's only 3 places where you can really rush in from it and contest. And right now, they are going to have the first initial break.
First initial break here. Minnesota going to be hopping on. As Bonanno goes on a 5-killing spree, is he going to be able to make it anything more as he makes it 6? He's 1 off of that artillery. That would be huge, but he can't get it as Panda Wolf was able to pre-aim that one and take the kill. Panda Wolf going to really end that one as it's going to be Toronto. Still fighting for his point, though. But it looks like Raccoon Dog has something to say. He's going to find 2. Can he find 3? No, he just misses his bullets on Monado, who's going to be able to clean it up. The point still contested, and right now it's going to be Minnesota trying to get there first. But Toronto, with the plays, with the beams, going to find 1. They can be able to find the rest of them here as Zyro realizes he's in trouble. He's in a 1v2 situation inside of the point. He's got his Diamati out, but it's not going to be enough. And it's still getting contested. I don't think I've ever seen a P4 this contested.
Yeah, it really is contested, back and forth action all around. So Minnesota, they were able to get that breakthrough, and now look at this. They have the P5 spawns. Trouble spelling for Toronto yet again, and they're going to just go ahead and chalk the rest of this. I'd imagine they're not even going to try to take this gunfight. Raccoon Dog says, never mind, I'm going to take it anyway. But either way, this is about to get really bad if you're Toronto.
Do go down for Minnesota though. And Toronto coming in with a long flank here. You see where Smith is toward that kind of way outside side. He's just waiting for a little bit of help here. He might be able to push on through and catch him by surprise here. Zyro gonna try and make a play in wood, but can't quite do it. Now here comes Smith. Now he's gonna look around. He's gonna be getting some info. I think he saw Raccoon Dog over behind that crate. Oh, he's reloading though. Raccoon Dog caught him with his pants down, and now Minnesota hitting that 200 mark. Zyro knows he just has to contest some points. If they can make it to P1, they have some hope.
Yeah, but they certainly will. I mean, because at least Minnesota, they're not going to be able to win off this hill. They will get close to about 20 points if they get the remaining of this time. And Toronto, they're just going to go ahead and start thinking about chalking this. I mean, look, they have 3 players instead of playing right now. Zyro getting aggressive, maybe trying to slow them down a little bit. So they're just going to go ahead and chalk the rest of this point.
I mean, they might as well. They got to get in the right position as Minnesota hitting that 233. It's going to be 237 or so mark as we move on back to P1 as Toronto need a massive hold here. They can't win off of this. They absolutely cannot win off of this, but they can basically tie it here, but they have to be careful. They do not want Minnesota to get those P2 spawns or else it's over.
Yeah, they had a solid start at least. Now there's 3 dead. This is a really, really good start for Toronto. Only 1 person left. That's on the point. That's going to be Raccoon Dog, and he's just going to say, I'm going to back off. I'm going to wait for my team. Now I'm going to go back and be aggressive. But yeah, this is a really solid hold. They have already got the majority of this time, 30 seconds in, and now they have to go ahead and start thinking about holding P2 spawns.
But Toronto's now going to get it as Minnesota coming in with the break, and they do get it. They're going to get it right back. There's only 1 more to kill, and they're going to be able to get him. So now Toronto with a break here. They got to hold on to this contest. They can't lose this. Reigns going to try to make a play, but Smith with the follow-up here. He's got to stay alive. He's got to stay alive, but here comes the chow. He's got help. Toronto going to get the last portion of this time, and Toronto still has the P2 spawns. There is a chance for Toronto to do it right here. There is a chance. Minnesota going to get to 238, but Toronto's all set up.
Yeah, there is a chance for Toronto to do it here, but any quick break from Minnesota, they just need 12 seconds to win. Right now, there's nobody on the point for Toronto. They still do have the spawns for right now. Reddington is going to be separated from the rest of this team. They know exactly where he is. He could be potentially staggered. That's a great kill, though.
That's a great kill. A couple of kills. Make it 3. It's all up to Aslo. On the inside is Panda Wolf. Going to be contesting the point. Now here comes the Chargers. Raccoon Dog's going to find the kill. Toronto's still spawning here, but they have to go. And they have to go now. They have no time to do this. Now they got to break into the point. Smith's going to do it, so he's not going to check his corner. As 2 go down for Toronto. They got to stay alive, but they can't do it as Reddington clears it out again. And the Minnesota Floppr are going to take your map 1.
Yeah, Minnesota, they just did a good job breaking on just about every single hill, Bobby. I mean, the rotations really seem to have favored Toronto for the most part, but it was really just Toronto at that last hill. Even though they had the spawns, Minnesota, like I said, all they needed was a quick break.
So thank God for that. It's going to be Toronto Falters starting out with the bomb. Let's see what they decide to do. Are they going to just go right for this A site, as is typical, or are they going to go for the B site? Looks like it is the former.
Yeah, they're going to go right for A, and I do want to keep an eye on this Minnesota squad, just depending on if they rush or not. Looks like right now they're going to stand back and see how this Toronto squad plays, though.
Reddington going to find that first blood. Zyro just going to pick up his gun because he knows, he would have wanted this. He would have wanted his gun to continue working, as Raccoon Dog going to find one as well. All of a sudden, a 3v2 situation here for Minnesota, as they're going to start moving on through and just kind of rotating around. They're going to try to look for this kind of squeeze and pinch play here, as they're going to look to just corner Toronto and not let them get anywhere.
Yeah, Toronto, they're just absolutely pinned. I mean, one player, Zyro, he's going to check his alley. He knows there's a guy there. And there's a player on flank, that's Orbit, and now this is going to be a little bit of an issue for Zyro. That's a nice start, though. Is he going to see Panda? He didn't see him.
Zyro didn't see him, but now he goes in with a chow. 1v1. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Oh, my. No way. I told you, stop sleeping on Toronto. My goodness, Zyro putting on an absolute show to start us out. Brittany, that was round 1.
That was round 1, and he was absolutely pinned into short break. How does that work?
Oh, the flicks, man. It just doesn't get any better than that. There are people who can't do that in gold, man, let alone bronze. What a play out of Zyro, finding 3 there. 1v3 clutch for Toronto, puts them on the board, and, man, they got to be loving it right now.
Oh, man, and Minnesota, you have to come out hot after a rough start like that. I mean, that was a round you really should have had. You knew exactly where he was. Looks like Minnesota, though, they're not wasting any time. They're going to go ahead and push on the street. It might be a fast B plan. We'll see.
And fast B plan, Minnesota going to start out with the street push first. Like to see that. I like to see something a little bit unorthodox. And look how unorthodox it is, because Toronto just almost full stacked over towards A. And now they think they realize that there's nobody even in their direction. And Smith's going to be the only line of defense. He goes down. But the rotation through mid for Toronto might prove well for them. Ratington's going to be ready for it, though. But Zyro, trying to stay alive, gets a couple bullets on him. Just going to run it back. He needs help from his teammates, but they are super scared. Minato, though, gunning in with a flank of his own. He's going to find one. So 3v3, the score is evened up. And now there's some information towards Street, and Panda Wolf's trying to prevent a play happening there. He's going to find Minato. So 3v2 situation here for Minnesota.
Yeah, no play for Toronto is happening right now. Are they going to go ahead and rotate? I'm not entirely sure what the play there was for more of it. I mean, the B side's completely open. You could have rushed in and had numbers. Now
a 2v2 all of a sudden. Right, they just got to grab the bomb. 20 seconds on the clock. They just got to go somewhere. And I wouldn't be shocked if he goes right to A here. And I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's going in through checkers. So it's basically... It looks like it's basically Panda Wolf just trying to cause a diversion, and now Zyro going to find the kill, and that's exactly what happens. Is Right is going to be able to get down that bomb, and now clutch up for him as it's going to be 1v2.
Yeah, let's see. He's going to know that at least one person is probably going to go in lobby there. Little does he know that they are both there. Let's see what his plan is here.
He's going to run through.
Oh, he's going to go on. Is he going to go on the long flank?
He is.
Toronto could hop the bomb right now and get the win. They don't even know.
They don't know. They're going to be looking around. They're trying to check all the corners right to with the long flank. Oh, they're going to be ready for this, though. He's going to find Zyro. Oh. No, Zyro's going to find him. 5 spree for Zyro as Azul hops on the bomb. So Toronto Falters keeping it up. Zyro has 5 kills in 2 rounds. It's 2-0 Toronto.
Yeah, a little bit of a risky long flank there coming in from Ready. Well, not even necessarily a flank, but just a lot of time was dwindled down. Toronto could have easily just hopped into the bomb, but Zyro says, no, I'm going to try to go for streaks here. I'm on a 5 now. Let's get that artillery if you're Zyro.
And hey, don't look now. Zyro getting very close to those streaks. Man, those will be massive on a map like Moscow, man. To get him and hold him if he gets to the late stages, he might be wanting to play his life here.
Yeah, he might. I'm curious exactly where he's going to be positioned. So he is going to go A with his team like normal. He stays a little bit further back, though.
A really weird transition there. It is what it is. Raccoon Dog gonna try to line him up, gonna try to find one. He can't find any of them somehow, and now he's gonna try to back away, and Azul's gonna shoot him in the back for it. Couple trades coming in as Minato goes down on account of Reddington. Now Reddington goes down, and now just trades back and forth 2v2. Zyro and Azul, the last ones alive here for Toronto. Oh, look at this play. This is crazy. Great plays out of Zyro. 1 kill off of that streak. It's all up to Orbit in a 1v2 here for Minnesota. The bomb should be going down here shortly. Orbit gonna try to make the play.
Yeah, Orbit's going to try to do everything he can, man. This is really just peeking a little bit further. He'd be able to get caught out. That bomb is not going to go down right now. Zyro, he's going to go for these streaks, man.
He's going to go for it. Azul going to try to make the play, and he's going to be able to get that kill. So Toronto Falters continuing the dominance early. It's 3-0, and Zyro is still so close.
Yeah, Zyro is red hot right now. He's 1 kill away from the streaks. Man, I don't even know how Reddington saw that, man. But yeah, Zyro doing a good job. He just needs to get 1 more kill, and he will have that artillery very early. Only round 4, Bobby, and we're already talking about streaks.
We're already talking about streaks. We're also talking about just Toronto dominance right now. Like, I mean, Minnesota's getting a lot of the early trades, but it seems like after that, just kind of keep falling apart because Toronto just keeps breaking on through and just busting it out, man. Yeah. They have nothing going for them at the moment. Toronto just playing great clinical COD. I mean, they're getting a lot of the trades, but they make the plays that matter right afterwards, as Reddington's going to find Azlo, and now Zyro in a 2v4 alongside Minato. He's got to be careful. He probably needs to preserve his streaks. He needs to stay alive, and he's trying to do so. Minato chasing Raccoon Dog around through checkers. Can he find the kill? No, Raccoon Dog going to be able to get the better movement out of that one. Oh, Zyro's not looking the right way. He might get caught. He might get caught. I don't think he still didn't see him. He still didn't see him. He went right past him and through the doors. Did not get a peek. 30 seconds on the clock. He should be really thinking about chalking this. He does see Orbit, though. He can make this play. He does grab Orbit, so that's artillery. He's going to look for one. Now it's a 1v3. He's looking for Panda Wolf. He's going to get that. Now he's got his cruise. You've got to be kidding me, Zyro. What are you doing? He spots Reddington. He's going to stay alive. Here we go. 1v2. Does he have enough time? I don't think he does. No way. You've got to be kidding me. Zyro's got him. Now he's looking for Reddington. He's going to look for the charge. And Zyro's just going to hop on the bomb. Reddington's trying to find him, and he does. Oh, my goodness, Zyro. What did you have for breakfast?
I think all of us may have secretly hoping that Zyro was going to get that 1v4 clutch with the bomb down, man. That would have just been, I wouldn't even know what to say to that. But either way, Minnesota, they did a really fast job. That's the Minnesota that I remember playing against a couple weeks ago. And man, they did a good job getting that bomb fast. But Zyro just doing everything in his everything that he can to to make it interesting, but he did get those full streaks at the very least.
Brandy, we're 4 rounds into this, and Zyro's 9-1.
That is, well, 5 rounds at this point, but yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're in 5 rounds, but after 4, he's got 9. So okay, so full streaks for Zyro. Keep that in mind. Minnesota definitely knows that this is the case. They know they haven't picked him up. Zyro almost clutching it up there, but for the most part, it is going to be Minnesota who did get that point there. They're going to look to try to extend it here. They need to look to try to get this tie back, and they will. They should have a decent chance to do this here on defense. But Venado trying not to make it happy. Can't quite find Raccoon Dog. Just kind of shooting in a circle. Can't quite find him. Orbit does find the first blood, though. Down goes Panda Wolf here. Orbit going to go on top. He sees the bomb carrier. Going to take him down. Finds a second. Great kills out of Orbit. The bomb is dropped. Smith is by himself in a 1v3. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think Raccoon Dog is just waiting for him, and he just got spotted out.
Oh,
wow, how did he still get that kill?
Smith with the right timing. Does he see Orbit? He still doesn't see him. Orbit sees him, though. So Orbit, I think, grabbed 3 that round. So great plays out of him. But Minnesota make it interesting now. It's 3-2 Toronto. But don't look. Minnesota's on the rise.
They are on the rise, and this is exactly how Minnesota can get dangerous. Even though they're down, they are starting to set the pace themselves. And now they're on offense. If they're probably going to be looking to get another fast plant down. I wonder if they're going to make another B push over towards Street to see if maybe they can get Toronto over towards the A site.
And they really want to just try to look for him sleeping, anything they can get. But I mean, don't look. I mean, Orbit has done great right now. He's currently 6-4. Toronto got to kind of relax and bring it back a little bit here. They got to play together. They got to get those early trades that they had in the beginning. That was what was working for them. Get those early trades and then just follow it up afterwards. They seem to they were doing so well with that. And then I think Minnesota just kind of punched the wall through that. And like you said, Brandon, looks like Minnesota looking for that B push.
They're going to be making a B push, but there are 2 players in Toronto right now for position. They know where at least one of them is. He's going to be taken out, and only Smith is right now guarding Street. And okay, that's a good sign. You're going to slow down a little bit, and Smith is just pinned by this car. There's nothing he can do. He's still
my God! What do you mean?
Headshot on the Raccoon.
Nothing you can do. What are you talking about there, Brendy? Is it's how Reddington in a 1v2 with Smith with a great reach out. Reddington getting run into. Not going to be able to do much about it. We go into the swing round, and Toronto is up 4-2.
Yeah, great place from Smith, just getting a really nice 2-piece. I mean, he's just absolutely pinned this car. The car is literally smoking from being shot at. I mean, he's absolutely pinned. I mean, surely there's nothing he can do, right? Wrong.
I mean, there's nothing that, and I do want to mention it real quick. Orbit did get an ace on that last winning round that they had. I thought it was only 3, so I apologize for that. So Orbit with a crazy ace to help his team, but Toronto making the comeback they need to after crazy plays out of Smith there to stay alive and grab a couple of kills of his own. He's going to even it back up at 5-5 for himself. And now Toronto on the attacking side looking to really put a nail in this one. Minnesota have to have a big defense here.
And that's a good start. Reddington gets the first opening kill on the Smith.
Oh, no.
And Panda, nice, making exceptional under bricks. He's able to get one more. It's not looking good for Toronto. Aslo is going to be watching flank though, able to take out Raccoon Dog. 1 player pinned into Eskies right now. Does Orbit not see him?
Now Monado going to try to make a play. He grabs 1v3 situation here for Monado. He's going to stay alive. He knows where at least Reddington is. Now he's got to run away. Reddington not going to go for the chase as the bomb was dropped on outer. Not sure if Minnesota knows it. He's got 47 seconds on the clock. He's got some time to work with. Keep that in mind. So Monado, 1v2 situation now. He was in a 1v3. He killed 1. And now the long flank begins, and I think Minnesota has the read. Monado better be going in there with his gun up. He's going to run into Reddington, and Reddington just going to be a little bit better on that one. Going to find the kill. Winning the swing round is Minnesota, making it interesting. 4-3 Toronto still.
Yeah, like you said, Minnesota winning the all-important spring round. Even if Toronto does take the next one, it's not a scoreline you like to see. So nice play out of Minnesota. They're going to certainly be looking to get a little aggressive on this offense, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they got to continue and keep this aggression up, and they don't want Zyro to get hot. Remember, Zyro still has those streaks. You got to keep that in mind. He still has those streaks, so be on the lookout for those as we move into this round.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm him, like I'm gonna go ahead and try to ping this artillery right away and maybe try to get some sort of read on what exactly Minnesota is doing. They are not wasting any time. Look how far Orbit is. Reddington gets the opening kill, though. That bomb's going down, Bobby.
That bomb is going to go down over on that A site. Let's See, now the streak's coming down, and there's one. Make it 2 for Toronto. Now, all of a sudden, Raccoon Dog finds himself alone and stranded. 1v3. He's going to look for 1. He's going to grab it. 1v2. Bomb still down for him. 32 seconds on the clock. He's going to look for a second. Oh, he can't quite finish it. He can now. 1v1. It's Smith versus Raccoon Dog. Smith looking for him. Raccoon Dog 1v3s and ties this game up for Minnesota.
How many 1v3s are there going to be in this? We've had, what, 2 aces? We had 2 1v3s? What has been going on? Well, what do these men have for breakfast? They had their Wheaties, Bobby.
I have no idea what they're looking at right now, what they were eating this morning, what they were smelling. I don't know what these guys are on, but whatever it is, they got to keep it up, and I hope it's a nice, healthy, balanced breakfast, man, because holy, I didn't expect 2 1v3s in one search and destroy, but I guess when you're in Chumps, anything can happen. And now all of a sudden it's a new game. It's 4-4. Toronto on the attacking side. Aslo is going to be running in alongside, I believe it's going to be Zyro. And now looking like we got a mid push here for Toronto. Now it's a full send here. They're going to be looking for some early kills.
They slowed down just for a little bit, though. I wonder if they're trying to get any sort of read over towards if anyone has been potentially sent into mid. They could just make a mid push and get the bomb planted at B if they wanted to at this point.
Yeah, they really could. They're going to try to look for it now as they're just kind of stranded in mid. They're going to look around and try to find who's around that corner. I believe
they're going to do it.
Dog. Yeah, they're just going to go. They're just going to go. Reddington might run into him. No, he's not looking at the right time. He's still just confused on A. And now here comes the push. Orbit does find one, though, but I don't think they have any type of read here. Now Reddington, I think, is starting to realize. Zyro grabs one for Orbit, and now some callouts coming through. Reddington realizes what's happening. He's going to back up. Minnesota's scattered, but Toronto might get pinched here.
Bomb is going down right now for Toronto. They get it down. Raccoon Dog able to catch one player off guard. And wow, they could easily be pinned into this back PD. This should be a solid return, but unless Aslo has something to say about that, Reddington able to get it. Now it's a 1v2. Zyro, what can you do?
Gotta keep your gun up, but here's Zyro. He's gonna grab one. It was Raccoon Dog defusing the bomb, and he gets an information. I think he saw him. He's gotta run away, but the chase continues as Reddington still can't quite find him. Oh, look at the moves, but Reddington still gonna find the kill anyway. Reddington clutching it up. And Brandy, I didn't think that this is not on the chart of what could possibly happen, but it's Minnesota Floppr who are looking to gain point here.
Yeah, certainly you had to favor Zyro there in that last little bit. As soon as he got that kill into the bomb carrier and he was able to see Reddington at the last second, was not able to just run away in time. And man, this Minnesota team is looking completely different.
This is a different team entirely. I don't know what kicked it up. It looks like we see Orbit or Raccoon Dog who have really picked it up in the KD department. I don't know what you do here for Toronto, man. You just can't make any more mistakes. You got to keep it tight. You got to play together. You got to make these plays.
Yeah, let's see exactly how Minnesota, are they going to be able to finish it off? Toronto, they look like they could be in a position to maybe stop any sort of A push.
First kill going in favor of Toronto for right now. This looks like Orbit with the bomb going in through me. He's by himself, though, which if he gets caught here by these couple players here at B, it might be trouble for him.
Look at the position right now for Orbit as well. He's going on a long flank as the bomb carrier. It doesn't even matter, though, as Reddington he's all of a sudden getting aggressive. Only one person left on that bomb site. And Monado was able to take him out.
1v1 situation. Raccoon Dog could win it for Minnesota right here. Monado has to keep it alive. He's got to be thinking about this bomb and just staying on it as Raccoon Dog has to make this long flank. 35 on the clock. He's coming around the backside. He's going to be looking. This is a great angle. I like this angle out of Monado. It might not get checked, but let's see Raccoon Dog circling the corner. He didn't see him. And Monado was looking the other way. And Minnesota Floppr have come back from the dead. It was 4-2, and they've come all the way back to win this one 6-4.
Yeah, I have no idea. Minnesota, they just looked like a completely different team. Toronto didn't really do anything that much different. It really just seemed like Minnesota cruise missile, I believe.
Going to be Toronto starting us off with an attacking round of their own. Are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to make a statement here early? We're going to have to wait and find out. Definitely excited to see what they're going to be able to do. It looks like it's going to be an A push.
It's going to be an A push. Toronto, they're going to be sending a 3 onto the point. The mid is all of a sudden opened up. Minnesota, they're sending people through pillars now. All of a sudden, since that's opened up, not much of a push that's going to be happening for Toronto with that happening.
Spawn trap already here as it looks like Minnesota are just starting to surround early, but Smith trying to make a play. Reddington gonna find a couple of kills though, as Panda Wolf just preventing the A site from getting any deeper. But now the focus on the B site.
Oh,
A couple of kills, and man, Minnesota is just frying early.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we were talking about. I mean, just look how far up they're pushed. I mean, Orbit is all the way over towards AC. You have Reddington that's watching that top art area, seeing if anyone comes driveway. He's just going to push through waves. He gets taken down, though. But, man, this is exactly what Toronto was worried about.
Yeah, exactly. They can't let this get any worse, man. They can't do it. And look at this. Now they're starting to get 3. That's 3 down. They got to stack this point. They got to make a lot of noise. They got to make it now. It's Minato making a push on up and preventing Minnesota from getting anywhere. But look at this flank from Reddington as he's going to find one. This is dangerous, but Reddington does get found. So great plays out, trying to great regain here. And it looks like they're going to get this 8 point.
Yeah, really solid regain. I think at one point Minnesota had a 9 or 10 lives lead. Now all of a sudden it's only a 5 lives lead as Toronto, they do get the push there. So able to stop the bleeding at least for now. But Minnesota, this is going to be a very hard point to take if you're Toronto.
Gonna be a hard point indeed as 2 go down for Toronto once again, 21-13 in favor of Minnesota. Fertilized. The 8 point is captured. Just a little bit under a minute and a half to go. Toronto really have to make a statement here. Manao's gonna start off. He's gonna find 1, gonna find 2. Goes on a 5-3, but ends up getting picked off by Reddington. Smith gonna try to make a play, but Minnesota still keeping the gunnies nice and hot. Toronto can't seem to get much going right now.
Yeah, and I mean, they're just playing incredibly staggered right now, as well as it looks like Raccoon Dog. He's going to have control of top bedroom, and he's just being a bully right now to Smith, who just spawned over towards AC. No. Reddington tried to get a 2Vs of himself, not able to do so. Raccoon Dog knows there's at least one here towards open, but I mean, there's only 6. There's 16-6, Bobby. There's not any mistakes that Toronto can make right now.
They have to play perfect COD, as perfect as you possibly get to make this comeback, as now all of a sudden, no respawns remaining. 40 seconds on the clock, and Smith's going to go down. This is Minnesota Flopprs round to start us off. They started out red hot, and they're going to keep this up. They're going to make a statement here early. 30 seconds on the clock. Toronto has only one more shot at this. 14-2. Time winding down, and Toronto just can't get anything going. It's all up to Minato in a 1v14. I don't know if anybody's ever clutched one of these before, but he's only got 15 seconds to do it. He's going to try to find just a couple of kills to bring up the ego a little bit, to bring up the vibes, but ultimately, it's going to be Minnesota Floppr taking this round 1.
Yeah, and Minnesota, I mean, they basically set the tone in the first 15-20 seconds of that match. I mean, as soon as that 8 point was broken through, I mean, they just immediately went on, set up the spawn trap. It got a 9-10 live lead in the first minute, like 45 seconds of the match or so, and just held on from there. I mean, this is looking scary if you're Toronto.
It's real scary if you're Toronto, but again, man, you can't afford to back down on it now. You got to be just nice and composed and try to regain as best you possibly can. I know everything is looking real grim. Trust me, I've been in this situation. But you got to find it within yourself to start making the comeback here. Come on. You're on stream, man. This is the finals. Lay it all out on the line. This is it for Cold War, man. Let's see what you got.
And here we go, Bobby. It's going to be immediately a full send over towards B. This is our favorite play. This is what we love to see. But Toronto, they are in a position to at least read this. Look at Minato. He's able to get one over towards Pool. There's another player in cutout that's being annoying. That's right now it's Smith. So this hold at least was able to stop for the time being. Look where Reddington is though in jungle.
Reddington's gonna find one. It's Zyro. Zazo not gonna try to make a play as Minato found one. So here comes Toronto starting to make the play, but Minnesota is on that B point. Now Reddington gonna look to punch a hole in the defense here. He starts going in through that kitchen side, but he is gonna get picked off though. So it's a good start here for Toronto, who are keeping Minnesota just at bay just a little bit, but they are stacking up A point right now.
Yeah, they just all got that driveway spot. I'm not even sure if Toronto's going to attempt to even make a play to break this. Reddington's going to take out that laundry. That should stop any potential Toronto making any sort of break. And man, they're just this is a very quick cap, so there's plenty of time to work with if you're Minnesota. But again, this point can be a little bit difficult to get sometimes. Toronto can certainly do the job.
Toronto can certainly do it, as they're up in lives right now, man. Don't look now. It's 22-19 in favor of Toronto. Minnesota do have a point under the belt, and they have a lot of time to work with. But Toronto going to be in a really nice setup here. They just got to get the kills at the right time. They can't let anything up. As currently lost our stream there for a second. Sorry about that. But now we're back into it as Raccoon Dog going to be trying to make play over towards trees and look for one. Going to be able to find the kill, and all of a sudden 2 down for Toronto. This is not what you wanted if you were Toronto. It's got to be Toronto who are going to be holding this down, and that's going to help. And Smith's going to be able to find 2 there. Azo's going to pick up a 3rd. Toronto holding the line. 4 down for Minnesota. 20-13 in favor of Toronto. You guys shouldn't be sleeping yet.
Yeah, certainly not. I mean, as soon as those 2 players for Toronto went down, you thought, okay, well, this is where Minnesota will easily get the break. And then all of a sudden, Smith and Aslo just go absolutely huge, making sure that the point does not get pushed at all. So they have to slow down just for the time being. 5 live lead for Toronto.
Toronto, 52 seconds on the clock. This is definitely Toronto's round to win as 3 go down for Minnesota again. It's going to be all up to, I believe it's just Panda Wolf is in bedroom right now. And he's going to get found out. He's going to get killed. 3 down again. 15-5 in favor of Toronto. You thought Minnesota was doing a bloodbath. Toronto answered right back with one of their own.
Yeah, Toronto has their very own bloodbath, and man, just judging by how both of these 2 teams have played so far, this might be a defensive battle, Bobby.
Might be. Smith's trying to find one. He can't find the kill, though. He's going to turn his back and get picked off. You got to know this is a big break. This is what you need. But 3 go down. Raccoon Dog finds himself 1 by himself. 1v10 against an entire army. Going to find 1 kill, but he's out of time. There is not going to be much he's going to be able to do. He's making it interesting, though. But Toronto Falters letting you guys know that they're still around and kicking. It's tied up at 1.
Yeah, and I will say, even though Raid tends to be Minnesota's best map, I will say they have tended to struggle in control as of recent. But man, they just that's exactly how you respond if you're Toronto. I mean, they just, like you said, they had a bloodbath of their own responding to Minnesota's, and man, we'll have to see if Minnesota, if they're able to hold on to that bloodbath on their defense. We'll have to see.
I have to see. I don't even know what to predict, man. I think Minnesota has a decent chance. It's been all defense, like you said. But I don't know, man. I mean, somebody needs to steal an attack round at some point, right? Right?
Well, I mean, I guess so, but I mean, this could also just be a game where everyone on defense wins. I mean, it's just shaping up to be one of those maps.
It definitely could be. It looks like an 8 push is going to start us off here with Toronto. Sorry, I can't talk today. Smith's going to find that first blood. Raccoon Dog going to get that trade, and now the push comes in, but 4 go down for Toronto early. Minnesota starting off hot once again on defense.
Yeah, but unfortunately for them, not much of a spawn trap going on, as a bunch of players for Toronto just on the bottom pool. So not really any rotation going on right now. As I say that, there is a player in money that's going to be Reddington who could at least slow this down. Minato is on point. Is he able to hold his life? The answer right now is yes. Doing a good job. Last player is going to be a cutout. He's going to be taken out. Minato is going to at least get a tick onto the A point, I believe, or on the B point rather.
And Zyro just making a play and making it look easy inside of that 8 point. He's just causing a little bit of havoc and just causing a little bit of confusion in the Minnesota camp. But now they're not hopping on the B site quite yet. They got to go, though. I mean, Minnesota is quite scared. They got to know this. As Azo finding 1, and he's going to get Orbit out of there. So the stack does come in, and I think Minnesota's going to chalk this B point here.
Yeah, I think Raccoon Dog was the only one left that was going to try to make any sort of effort. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and chalk this, I'd imagine. So they got the difficult point out of the way, Bobby. This could be a chance for Toronto to win on offense.
You don't see this very often. I can only count on how many times you've actually seen this happen, but the B point gets grabbed first. So now Minnesota, probably in a situation they don't find themselves in very often, they have to defend the A point last. Toronto are down to lives by just a couple of it, but they have, they have a lot of time left, man. They got a lot of time. There's a lot to work with here.
And they have 2 players that are on the opposite side of Minnesota right now onto the same point. This could be a very perfect pinch opportunity. And look how far out Minnesota is. They're spawning all the way over towards court. There's a chance.
Gonna grab Minato, is gonna try to make the play on the inside. He did get a trophy down, and now the live's starting to dwindle away here for Toronto, but they have to make a final break. Look how scattered they are, man. They gotta do something. Smith is inside of laundry right now. Zyra finding a kill, trying to find a second one, but down goes Toronto again. They are not playing together right now, Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, they're not playing together. They're extremely staggered. It seems like as soon as one player goes down for them, the rest will just slowly dwindle away afterwards. So really nice positioning for Minnesota right now. They just doing a good job making sure that they're not able to make any push. Raccoon Dog, I'm pretty sure, has just been in and out of art this whole time, just being annoying for Toronto.
Just being annoying, definitely, man. It's 12-3 right now. Minnesota's about to make this a show. They're going to grab this round. They're going to send us to round 4, and it's going to be match point. It's going to be champion point. Oh man, I can't believe what we're seeing out of Minnesota. Just pure dominance right now. Is Toronto going to try to make one couple final kills?
Man.
Looks like they're doing so, but Remington finally grabbing one and just saying there's enough of that.
All right, Minato, you gotta
one.
get 3 ticks by yourself. Come on, man. Oh,
He's
not
gonna get
happening.
picked off. And ladies and gentlemen, others, here we go. Minnesota Floppr 1 round away from taking home the trophy, the Bronze Premade Chumps. Here we go. Brendy, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Minnesota have just been playing clinical, and Toronto just can't quite to keep the trend going right now.
Yeah, Minnesota, if they want to finish this off, they are gonna have to. They're gonna have to win on offense, which they really struggled with on their last offensive round. If it goes to a game 5, I'm not entirely sure who's gonna get the defense, but if it does go that far, then certainly you would have to favor the defensive team, wouldn't you?
I mean, definitely. Toronto definitely, listen, don't count them out. They still have a chance to tie this up. Defensive rounds have been the thing this entire map. Toronto can certainly take us to game 5 here. I'm not sure who will get defense at that point. We'll have to wait until after this round to really find out. As a couple of kills starting off is going to be Zyra and Panda Wolf grabbing one as well. Reddington going to make a play, and here comes the flank out of Reddington once again. And it's going to be Minnesota making a lot of noise here on this A site to start us off.
Yeah, Minato is also going to try to go on a long flank as well. I think he's going to be a little bit too late. These 2 ticks are gonna come in, but even so, I think this A point is as good as capped.
It's capped. It's going to give Minnesota a lot of time. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. And now it's time for the B point as Raccoon Dog starting with this flank. Here we go. This is going to be a big push early. Panda Wolf goes down. Here we go. Minnesota's got to stack. They got to go. But Minato just barely saving it. He's going to find one, but the rest of Minnesota are stacking up on this point. They're going for it right here. They're going right for the throat. Here comes Aslo toward the backside. Going to look for a couple of kills, but can't find any. 2 go down. This is it. Minnesota are going to stack it up here. They got to make a play. Reddington's going to find it. And now it's just going to be just Panda Wolf on the inside for right now. He needs a little bit of help. Minato just contesting, but can't stay alive. 2 ticks, I think. No, Panda Wolf goes down last second. So they're going to dwindle down this second tick. Minnesota, we're looking for it all right there.
Oh man, that second tick would have been absolutely huge. At least Toronto was able to stop that for the time being. But man, there's another push coming on. That's 2 dead already for Toronto. Are they going to be able to hold on to the? The answer right now is no. There's going to be 1 person left in open. It's going to be Minato. He's going to be taken out. Bobby, there's a chance.
There's a chance, and now the stack begins. They do have Rage in a great position over in court, going to prevent anybody from coming out of the backside, but Zyro making a great play, finding 2. 3 go down for Minnesota. Toronto keeping it alive.
Toronto, they are keeping it alive, and right now, look at the position for Minnesota. Raccoon, he's gonna have to play his life right now in kitchen. There's gonna be backup coming in right now from Orbit. They're both gonna be taken out. There's no kitchen control for Minnesota.
There's none at all. And now Toronto's starting to push Minnesota back to where they came from. They are still down in lives by a little bit here. There is only 1 tick on the B site. There's a little bit over a minute to go. A lot of time left. And now here comes the push. 2 down for Toronto again. It might be 3 as Azzo's going to get caught. There it is. 3 down. Here we go. Minnesota's got to go. They're going to stack. Here we go. All of them on the point. Toronto spawning in laundry. They just got to foot race it. They got to go. And that's a good start. Zyro going to find 1, but he's going to get taken out. Now the contest from the backside. There goes 2. Make it 3. Make it 4. Minnesota stopped in their tracks once again, but it's looking grim. Toronto has no respawns left, and there's a lot of time left. 2 ticks for Minnesota. 1 more push. That's all they need, and they can crown themselves champions.
They need 1 more push, and now that is not a good start if you're Toronto.
Oh no. Couple of kills. Toronto staying alive for right now. Look at this flank. Look at it. Look at it. I believe it's Racing towards the back. He's going to be in court. He's looking for the play, but he's getting red. Toronto staying alive. It's 3v5. Or is that 6? I can't quite tell. But Toronto, 3 lives left. Azzo, Smith, and Minato are it. And Azzo's going to fight over. Minato's going to fight over. He's right now. 2v3. Toronto has to stay alive. It's Minato and Smith against the world right now. As we're Raccoon Dog and Racing. Oh no. Huge kill. It's a 1v3. Here we go for the champion point. B site. They're going to hop on it. Now Smith's got to make the chow. He's got to look. He's got to look. He's got to find somebody, but he can't find it. Orbit's going to get the kill. And the Minnesota Floppr bring it home. They are your Bronze Premade Season 5 champions.
And they did exactly what was needed to be done. They are able to get an offensive round win, and man, Toronto did absolutely everything they could to make that interesting. The live deficit just a little bit too much. The positioning there for Minnesota, and man, Bobby, what a